Welcome back to EFD for this week's Euro transfer talk, where we bring you the hottest gossip and rumours and stick them all in one handy 8-minute video just for you. Now, you can tweet me at Mike Atkins or at EFD Squad with the hashtag transfer talk if you want to send anything in. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. Let's get into it. The Timo Werner to Liverpool rumours have been circulating wildly for a number of weeks now and show no signs of slowing down. And it's unsurprising considering he has a release fee of around £50 million and has already scored 21 and set up a further 7 this campaign, as RB Leipzig mount a serious title challenge in the Bundesliga. Then this weekend heads turned when the 23-year-old unfollowed his club on social media after they used an image of him to mock Liverpool after the Reds threw away their chance of an invincible season. Not that this means too much though, the timing of his unfollow could be entirely coincidental, considering he no longer follows anybody on Twitter anymore. But don't count on Werner signing for Liverpool quite yet. Real Madrid have now entered the race to sign one of Europe's highly rated strikers. Seeming to forget they only signed Luka Jovic last summer, Los Blancos have reportedly drawn up a 3-man shortlist in order to provide competition for Karim Benzema. The list includes Werner alongside Inter's Lautaro Martinez and Dortmund's boy wonder Erling Braut Haaland. Werner's relatively low release clause compared to the rumoured £90 million price tag for Martinez and no release clause for Haaland until 2021 means Florentino Perez will most likely sanction a move for the German. Meanwhile, Jovic hasn't even played 400 minutes of league action this season, so he'd feel pretty hard done by if Zidane brings in someone else up top. Should Real Madrid look to bring in Werner despite who they already have? Let us know in the comments below. Sticking with Los Blancos, and it appears that Real Madrid won't be pursuing their long-term target Paul Pogba this summer. The 26-year-old has only made 8 appearances all season for Manchester United, having been suffering from a foot injury that required surgery, and there's no real timescale on his return. It's common knowledge now that Madrid, top of La Liga following Sunday's Clásico victory, have wanted Pogba to add to their collection of Galacticos since the World Cup, but United have stood firm. And it looks like they might be keeping their star midfielder after it emerged representatives from Real have told Pogba's agent, the infamous Mino Raiola, that they are no longer interested. So, what next for Pogba? Juventus have apparently discussed the possibility of re-signing their old midfielder, who became the Premier League record signing in 2016, but are yet to make any type of offer. United face the arduous task of having to deal with Raiola for the foreseeable future, continuing a tense relationship that neither side probably wanted. What do you make of the whole Pogba ordeal though? Let us know in the comments section. Over to Serie A now, where to say it has been a testing season for Napoli would be an understatement. Following the team revolt early on this season, Carlo Ancelotti left and chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis threatened to sell every single player on the books. However, after a period that saw them win just once in 13 games, they have now gone on to secure victories in 5 of their last 6 matches and now hold the final European spot in the Serie A table. So, after almost being forced out of the club, this comes as good news to Dries Mertens, who is now on the verge of signing a new deal at the club. After recently tying former teammate Marek Hamsik as Napoli's all-time top scorer with 121 goals, he is set to see out his career in Naples, despite almost leaving in January. This deal will see him stay a Napoli player until 2022, and bring him to 9 years with the club. This season has been an underwhelming one, especially for Mertens, who has found the net just 6 times in the league so far, although he matches that record in the Champions League as Napoli look to upset Barcelona in the round of 16. It will also no doubt give Mertens a bit of time to build up a lead at the head of his club's scoring charts. Is this a good move by Napoli though, or should they have just let him go when his contract was set to expire this summer? Let us know down below. As you well know, Juventus do their best to sweep up young Italian talent, and that is no different with Fiorentina's Federico Chiesa. The 22-year-old broke onto the scene last campaign, and the Bianconeri made a move, only to be rebuffed by New Viola chairman Rocco Commisso, as the American-Italian billionaire looked to endear himself to the fans early on. Almost 12 months down the line though, and it seems like Commisso won't be able to hold on to his star attacker for much longer. Valued at around £60 million, Juventus have been joined in the race to sign Chiesa, who has 17 international caps, by Manchester United. Who else was it going to be? The youngster has scored 6 and assisted 3 this season, as Fiorentina looks set to see out a somewhat unremarkable mid-table campaign. And having scored 3 goals in his last 3 matches will have done nothing to put the scouts off what they've been watching. But given the choice, where do you think Federico Chiesa should go next? Let us know in the poll above. Elsewhere in Europe, Daniel Sturridge has been released from his contract at Trabzonspor after breaching betting rules. The 30-year-old will also have to pay a fine of £150,000 and serve a 4-month suspension from the sport, ending his season prematurely. Whilst not setting the Turkish Superliga alight, he had contributed 4 goals and 4 assists in 11 appearances, although that is firmly in the shadow of Crystal Palace loanee and now ex-teammate Alexander Sorloth, who tops the goal charts with 19. Sturridge may also miss out on a medal too, as Trabzonspor currently sit top of the league, but in a three-way tie with Galatasaray and Sivasspor. It's certainly going to be an exciting end to the season. And we're actually keeping in Turkey for the final story, which surrounds the future of Loris Karius. The German has been on loan at Besiktas from Liverpool since 2018, and could move permanently to Istanbul this summer. It appears that all parties are happy to see it happen, but circumstances mean it probably won't. Having already paid about £2.5 million to bring the 26-year-old to Vodafone Park, the Black Eagles will need to stump up a further £7.5 million to keep him there. However, boss Jurgen has said that the fee is more than they can afford at this time, meaning Karius will likely head back to Merseyside in a few months, where he knows he has no future alongside Alisson and Adrian. The former Manchester City youth player though has his heart set on a move to the Bosphorus, and will talk to Jurgen Klopp, with the aim of being allowed to leave on the cheap. And if we're being honest, we can't see why Liverpool wouldn't let it happen. And that's it for Euro Transfer Talk this week, guys. Let us know your thoughts on those stories down in the comments below. And as ever, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Euro Football Daily.